I'm Dr. Ashok and I'm moderating today's session. So as you know that it's day 5 of systematic review and meta-analysis. And today's title of today's session is Data Extraction in Excel from Included Studies. And it's my moral duty to introduce today's speaker. So today's speaker is Dr. Maninder Deep Kaur, Faculty, National Institute of Nursing Education, PJMER, Chandigarh. Madam has done Master of Science in Oncology Nursing and Doctorate in Radiation Oncology. Area of interest is breast cancer rehabilitation and research. Ma'am has many awards and honors in national and international platforms. And ma'am has published more than 20 national and international papers, research papers. And ma'am is a co-investigator in an ICMR funded project and contributed to multiple book chapters. So I invite Dr. Maninder Deep Kaur for today's session. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ashok. Thank you very much for the kind and brief introductions.
Thank you, ma'am.
First, I would like to thank the organizer who have given me this chance to share my knowledge with you. So I welcome you all on the 5th day of this workshop, that is the data extraction from the included study. So I will going to start my presentation. So, sir, screen is my PPT is visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, very much. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
It's visible, ma'am. Now it's no. Yeah.
So now it is visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So data extraction in Excel from the included study. So as we know that data extraction is the one of the most laborious, time consuming and error prone steps of the systematic review. The validity of the SR depends upon the accuracy and completeness of data collected from the included study. So this method require very systematic approach and rigorous finding of the data from the included study. So the information we extracted from the data that include the participants, what are the methodology they have used, what are the settings, in which setting the study have been performed, what are the different interventions they have used, and what are the results. So the most important and the tradition method for data extraction is the data extraction is done in the Excels, but we do have so many online software is available to extract the data like coevidence, Rayan, we have a epi, we have a Cochrane's tools, but the most traditional and the easy way to enter the data is in the Excel. So what is data extractions? So first we will see what is data extraction. So data extraction is a systematic collecting of relevant informations from the selected study to address the research question or objective of the systematic review. So what is data extraction? So data extraction is the when we will systematically collect the relevant information from the selected study we have searched from the different database so that it can answer our research questions. So as you know that steps of the conducted systematic review from the past 4 days you have learned how to make a research questions, how to build eligibility criteria, what methodology we are adopting, what are the different database from where the searching strategies can be done, and we according to the our eligibility criteria we search the data from the study. So 6 steps is the collection of data or extraction of data. Once we have a data in our hand, so we can check the risk of bias in our study, and after we can analyze and present the data, and after we can interpret the results. So data extraction is the most important part of the systematic review. So why is data extraction is important? So data extraction help to summarize the studies in a common format to facilitate synthesis and lucid presentations of the data. So you have seen many papers of systematic review and meta-analysis. So we will sometime we directly go to the forest plot. So it will represent the data in a very clear manners from the different study to identify the numerical data for meta-analysis. So sometime we will going to extract the qualitative as well as the quantitative data. If we are collecting the qualitative data, so we are doing the meta synthesis. But when we are doing the quantitative analysis, it means we are doing the meta analysis. What is numerical data? When we get the means, counts, rates, proportion, hazard ratio, risk ratio, something like that. So that is the which the data is in number. Next is to obtain information to assess more objectively the risk of bias in the studies. So whenever we will collect the data, when we extract the data, we can also check the our study for the risk of bias with the help of different tools available like Robinson and Robs that you have studied previously also to identify systematically missing or incorrectly assessed data and never reported outcomes. So sometime you have seen that sometime you are going with some papers like some paper and you are critically analyzing that paper and you see that the author or the investigator have reported the data in a wrong manner or they have not reported it correctly and some of the outcome are not reported also. So hence data extraction is very important for the systematic review. So extracted data should accurately reflect information reported by the primary authors. Whenever we are extracting a data from any study, it should reflect the information that is given by that study. So remain in form close to the regional reporting for easy resolution of the disputes. Because a data extraction of data is done by the two independent investigator, so we will try to only extract data which is only reported by that study so that if there is any dispute among the two investigators, so it will easily resolve that disputes. So provides extracted data should provide sufficient information to understand the study and to perform analysis. So sometimes see we will have so number of study, we will there are some problems and we are getting us less number or a very few studies and we have planned for the meta analysis. Once we have started the data extraction, we don't find any numbers. So in that cases we can go for only for the systematic review, not for the meta analysis. So, extracted data should provide sufficient information so that understand or that can answer our research question. So, extract only the data needed means I always first in the very first I told you that it is a very laborious process. So try to extract data you only require. Do not go into the detail of the studies. Only try to get or those data which is going to answer your research questions. Different research questions have a different data needs. So according to your statements, different data is required to answer that queries. So require familiarity with the content and knowledge of the statistical concepts. So this is again very important. Before doing any meta-analysis or any systematic review, you should have you should have some basic knowledge regarding the statistical concept, like what is mean, what is mode. When we are reporting the mode, so IQR is very important. When we are giving the mean, so standard deviation is very important to report. So this kind of familiarity with the statistical concept is very important before starting the systematic review and meta-analysis. So what data do we collect? So you need to collect a wide range of information about each study, everything you will want to report and analyze in your review. So it depends upon the investigator what he want to report and what he want to analyze. Or it is also very important that reader will want to know about your included study. So it will again depend upon the author and author will try to answer the questions that their readers want. So this is the collecting data item to consider. So what type of data we usually extracting from the included study? This is also very important. So first of all is the source. So we need to see the study ID, report ID, or the author's number, citations, and content details. Eligibility. In eligibility, we see the eligibility criteria of the studies and what are the different reasons for the exclusions and what type of different methodology they have adopted. So like study design, whether they have used a randomized control trial, they have used a observation study, cross-sectional, crossover, parallel design, what kind of study design they have used, recruitment and sampling. So what sampling technique they have used, probability, non-probability method, total study duration is also very important to report in meta-analysis. Length of the follow-up. So length of the follow-up means that how many times they have observed the participant, like baseline after 3 months, after 6 months, maybe after 1 year of interventions. If the one person is if the author has reported the RCT, so they have to tell that they have to extract whether it is a sequence generation, allocation, sequence concealment, or blinding. For non-randomized control trial, they should report method to control and prevent confounding selection bias and the information bias. Method used to prevent and addressing the missing data is also very important. So sometime to address this missing data, intention to treat analysis is performed in some study. So other concern about bias, unit of analysis, statistical method they have used, likelihood of reporting biases. In participant, how many number of participant, what studies, what are the settings, what diagnostic criteria they have followed, in which country the study has been taken, what are the characteristics of the participant, means what are the demographic profile of that participant. So intervention is also very important. So total number of intervention group. Sometime in randomized control type, two single arm studies there, two arm studies there, and sometimes three arm studies is also there. So how many type of interventions they have group, how the groups they have made, what are the number of different groups. So description of intervention and comparison with sufficient detail for replications like component, route of delivery, doses, timing, frequency, intervention protocol, and length of the interventions. Factor relevant to implementation, description of co-interventions. For the observation study, we have to see description of how intervention status was assessed, length of the exposure, and the cumulative exposure. And we also have to give the comparative group definitions. If you are doing a randomized control trial, you have a two group like intervention group and the control group. So intervention group will receive some kind of intervention, but we also have to report what kind of intervention the control group has received, like no intervention, like placebo, or the routine care the patient is getting. And the last very important is the outcome. So outcome and time periods collected and reported for each pre-specified outcomes. So this type of data we extract from the studies. So data in a many formats. In some cases, different study report data in a different format, making it difficult to combine the studies. So what are the different options? So you have seen many times when you are searching the studies, you have a number of studies and you have seen that different study have reported as different data. So we have to combine that data. In some time, we have to convert the result into more usable format so that we can give a similar pattern of result in the meta-analysis. So we can contact the study author for additional information. Suppose when if there is no if the outcome is not reported by the author, so we can also contact the primary author for the additional information. Sometimes the information is available in the supplementary file, sometimes it is not available. So we can first go for the we will first ask the primary author. If the primary author is not responding, then we can put a not available or not reported in the systematic review. So minimize the bias in data extraction. This is also very important. So how we can minimize the bias in data extraction? So while While doing the data extraction, best practices for data extraction is two authors should collect the study characteristics and the outcome data. So if two people are collecting the data, so chances of error will be very less. Check agreement on the subjective judgment and interpretations. So it will resolve the disagreement between the two investigator. So by you resolved by the discussion. If not, refer to the third author. If there is a if that two author is not agree with one to another, so they can go for the third author to resolve that matters. So train reviews and pilot data collection form. So include each person assisting, check criteria are consistently applied and may need to revise the form. So this is also very important. When we are going to do any kind of study in any setting, first we will do the pilot testing of our instrument. We will check that instrument on a 10 patient or a very less number of patient to see that whether our instrument is giving that result or if there is any loophole so that we can correct that before proceeding for the actual number of the participants. Similarly, in the systematic review, first we will make a pilot data collection form whether we are taking the we are taking the data in a correctly manner or not. So contact study author to report to obtain the unreported data. So in that way we can reduces the error in data extractions. So I'm not going into the details of data extraction because I think hands-on is a good practice to learn. So let's do the data extraction together. So this is the hypothetical statement I have made for you. So suppose we want to check the knowledge of healthcare professional regarding antimicrobial stewardship, a systematic review and meta-analysis. So the eligibility criteria of the study is antimicrobial stewardship, knowledge, healthcare professional. So I will going to take the different study which is having a cross-sectional studies, descriptive, observation study, and the mixed method. So let's extract the data from the included studies. So so this is the study one. So I have already searched the studies according to the research questions. So again, I will open my Excel sheet so that we can enter the data simultaneously. So see, so my research question is knowledge of healthcare professional workers regarding the antimicrobial stewardship. So see in the statement we have a knowledge, we have a healthcare workers, we have a antimicrobial, we have a stewardship. Okay. So what type of data I will collect? So let's make a, so this is visible to you, Ashok sir?
Yes, ma'am. It's
Yes.
visible.
Okay, thank you, sir. So first we will type the serial number, then we'll go for the author names and the year of publication. So suppose this is study number 1. So the author name is the Stephen Mundella. So I will take the surname of the first author, that is a Mundella S. According to the Vancouver style, I am taking. And we have to take the year of publication. So where is the, like it is a 2024. So it's good to have a paper and pen with you so that you can do the noting. So in which country the study has been done? So we have to go into the methodology sections. country name. We can also have the study design. So see, cross-sectional survey was done. So I will add here cross-sectional study. And country is the Zambia. And duration. So from October 2023 to December 2023. So it's around 3 months. Okay. So next, sample size. So how many samples they have taken? So we need to look into the materials and methods. So this paragraph is not giving any information regarding the sample size. So here it is having a sample size estimation and sampling criteria. So we have to see here only. The hospital multidisciplinary team was used. So conservative as estimate of precision was taken of 272. A total of 64 participants were enrolled. So that is the 64. So this is the total number of participants they have enrolled. So I will enter 64 here. Next is the gender. So whether there is any information about the gender, no. So this is the data collection methods. They different data collection method they have used. Yes. In the result section, I can see that this study enrolled 64 healthcare workers, including 38 females, and most were in the age group of 25 to 34. So female we have a, so we can write down female is equal to 38. So what about the male? So they don't have mention here, but they do have mention in the table. So we need to look into the table first. Yes. So see, male and female. So this is the number. So I will enter male 26, female 26. Next is very important thing we need to enter mean age of the participant, whether they have given the mean age. No, they have not given a mean age in the article, not in the table, not in the paragraph. They only given the range 35 to 25 to 34. So minimum and maximum range age. So I will give age. So 25 to 34 years. Yes. So I already told you, do not collect so much data from the one study because it is a very time consuming process. Only collect those information that is going to answer your questions. That is your research questions. Next, I want to report the what is the knowledge. What is the knowledge of the healthcare worker regarding the antimicrobial stewardship? So I will see where is the knowledge they have given. So no, this paragraph is not telling anything about the knowledge. Yes. If you see, they are giving a table number 2, knowledge of antibiotic and use among healthcare professionals. But you see, this table is giving a statement wise answer like numbers. Okay, like antibiotics are used in the management of all infection, but I need overall knowledge score. So I have to look for that thing. No. So this is the pictures, this is a figure, this is also according to the scales. Statement wise, they have reported the scale. So where is the knowledge score? I need to find that. So this is telling about the hospital practices. I don't need that. Yes, here you can see that they have given the knowledge here in the pictures. Okay, knowledge, awareness, and practice score. So they have done the categories into, they have done the knowledge category into two, that is a good and poor. So I will report only good knowledge, not the bad or poor knowledge. So I will take this thing only because I want a knowledge, not awareness, not practice. That is not my research questions. But you see, the knowledge is in the proportion, but I need the knowledge score in number, because when we do draw our forest plot, you will see there is a written of event. So event are there. So event, when we want to report event, we have to give the numbers, we don't do the proportions. So I have to convert this percentage into number. So how can I convert that percentage into number? So I have to put in the formula, that is a 75 into 64 is the total sample size, divided by 100. So it will come around 48. You can calculate also along with me. So that is the number. So I will give 42. If you are not, so I will calculate in front of you also. So calculator is there. So 75 into 64 divided by 100. So this is the 48. Okay. So I will report my knowledge score here. Knowledge prevalence is 48. In some study, mean knowledge can be given, so we will make the mean knowledge box also. Next is the SD. You cannot give knowledge and SD score in one column. You have to take a two columns. Remember always. Take. So this study is not reported any mean and SD. So I will put not reported or not available, whatever you want to like, NR or NA. Clear? First study is, so this is the data extraction from the first studies. Let's move to the second study.
Ma'am, can you
So this,
maximize this Excel sheet?
yes, sir.
Yes, because one participant is asking for this.
Okay,
So
sir.
first, yeah. So,
Yes. So this is the Excel sheet we have made according to our research questions. So we can first will be the author name and the year of publication, country, study design, what study design they have used. You can also put what kind of sampling technique they have used, like they have used the consecutive sampling technique, duration, total number of study durations, how many participants they have taken for the study, and we need to report female and male, and range. If they are giving the mean of the age, we can also report that. Otherwise we can give the range also. And knowledge prevalence, so prevalence is 48 in the first study. If they have given the mean knowledge score, we can report here, or the standard deviation of that. So let's do the second data extraction. So see, again, so see, my research question is knowledge of healthcare professional regarding the antimicrobial stewardship. Second statement also have a knowledge. It has a antimicrobial stewardship. Yes. It have a healthcare providers also. So yes. So this studies is in my included study. First, I have to take the author's name. That is the Papariki E. Intol and year of publications. So they are published in 2021. Okay, so let's enter this detail first. So you have to be very much in your senses when you are entering the data. क्या होता है कि sometime we'll so busy, so are preoccupied with the so many things, we enter the data in wrong manners, so we are not entering it correctly. So whenever you are doing the data extraction, your eyes will be open, your brain will be open, so that you can enter the data in a correct manners. Yes. Where is my Excel? Let me find my Excel. Yes, here it is. So yes, we'll do side by side. So the author name is, surname of the author is Kepo Kiri, and year is 2021. Next, we see the country. Yes, this is the methodology. So we find this information in the methodology sections only. So study was conducted in the Ho Teaching Hospital located in Ghana. So this is the name. So I will enter Ghana here. So what is the study design they have adopted? Yes, so see, study design is here. So we employed a bottom-up approach with mixed method study design. So they have used the mixed method design. What is a mixed method designs? So they have adopted qualitative as well as quantitative approach to collect the data from the participant. So where I will put mixed method design. Okay. Next is the duration, where they have given the duration. I need to find that also. Where is the durations? They have given the duration. Okay, I need to rigorously see that whether they have given the thing. Again, we have to study it again and again. Whether they have given any data collection interview guide. No. Again, I will look into the things. Okay. No. So they have given a training for 3 days, but I want to have a study durations. Data collection, no. Data analysis, no. Ethical approval, socio-demographic profile. So they have not given. So I'll put NA. So next is a sample size. How many samples they have collected? So see, total of 50 healthcare professionals. Yes, so that is my sample size. Male is 23 and female is 27. So I have to enter in my Excel sheet. So sample size is 50. Female is 27 and male is 23. Yes. If they have given any range, yes, they have given the range. See, this is the range. 25 to 44 years. 25 to 44 years. So now I will want to have the 1 minute. Knowledge. Whether they have given the knowledge of AMR, AMS terminology, journal knowledge. I want to see that. Yes. So only this information we have to find the knowledge from here only. So again, so see, 58% of the participant engaged in CPD with topics of and above 95 demonstrated good knowledge. So here it is. 1 minute. So here it is. So 95 demonstrating the good knowledge. So again, I have to convert this. So how will I convert this? 95 into what is my total number of sample size? 50 divided by 100. So I will get around 47. 47. You can calculate also with the calculator. So the prevalence of knowledge in this study is 47. So I will do here. Okay. So mean knowledge, no, they have not given any mean knowledge score in the studies. You can see itself here also. They have not reported any mean score. I will put it down first because it is disturbing me again and again. So see, they have not given any means knowledge score. No. General knowledge, no. They have given no. Awareness, no. No. No, they have not reported any mean knowledge score. So I will leave it. Let's go to the third study. So this is a study number 3. Again, this study has antimicrobial stewardship knowledge, healthcare professionals. Okay. I hope you are getting it. So we'll do it. So first I need to enter the author name. Hiravati. Year of publication, I need to see that. Where is the knowledge? Where is the year of publication? Yes, it is 2021. So I have to go into the methodology section to see the country name in which the study has been done. So see, they have used the design is the observation descriptive design with cross-sectional design. So design is a cross-sectional. So next is the research material will draw from the questionnaire completed by the healthcare professional in a private hospital in Sorabia and two public hospital in Mozambique and Porisonan. So we need to enter the name. So I will just enter here Sorabia and Mozo and Porisonan. I will do it quickly. I will just enter the first letters of the countries and Porisonan. So design is the cross-sectional design they have used. So whether these studies have given any information regarding the duration, so we need to look that also in the methodology. So we have to see that whether they have given any information regarding the study period. I think they should have to public hospital. Let's read very they rich the knowledge, the practitioner face to face. So this paragraph is not telling anything about the study durations. No, this is also not reporting. In the result section, we can see no. So let's leave it. So we will put NA here. So next is a sample size. How much sample size they have taken. So this is very important. So they have taken total number of 257 participants. So that is the total number of participant or the total healthcare worker. So 257 is there. So I will enter here. So what is the male and females? Yes. So this table is not telling collectively about the male and female. So we will add the different professionals. So 48 females in the nurses, 61 is a midwife, pharmacist is 25, pharmacy technicians are 43, and physician females are 30. So nearly we have a 207 females were included in the study. However, the male we will add all this number and it will come around 50. Okay, not but 50, it's more than that. 71, 17, that is 19, 19. Yes, it will come around 50. Yes. So what is the female? So this, how can we always do the some calculation in the included study also? Female number is 207 and male is 50. Range, whether they have given the range. So I need to see that also, whether they have given mean age or the range in the result sections. No, no, no. Response rate, midwives, physician. No, they have not given any information about the mean age or the range of the age. No, they have not given. So I will put not available here. Next is the knowledge score. So how much knowledge they have reported. So I need to look that. So see, 19% out of 257 responded had a low score. Okay. But I need to have a good score. So you can put the back number in that also. That is a 209. Have a good knowledge out of 257. So they have also reported C, the mean antibiotic stewardship knowledge of the total respondent. That is 9.9 with SD 1.5. So that is a total respondent. So I need a total score. I don't need a score that is telling about the different professional. So I will take this mean. So because we have already made the categories in the Excel sheets. So knowledge score we can also add, that is a 209. And mean is the 9.8 or SD is the 1.53. So you need to put two digit after the decimal. So 9.8 and 5. So previous this have not given. Clear? Okay. So this is how we can extract the data from the included study. So I have given the example of the 3 study. How can you how can you extract the data from the observation, from the cross-sectional, from the mixed method design? I hope this is clear to you so that we can move to the randomized control design. So let's go back to the slides. I will closing this studies for a while. So we left here only. So we have done the data extraction for this studies. So next questions. I think someone has this red marked red line on my screen. If the technical team can raise that, would you please help me to raise that because it is disturbing me. So next research question is the effect of education program on the management of lymphedema among breast cancer survivor, a systematic review and meta-analysis. So next our hypothetical statement is, what are the effect of education program on the management of lymphedema among breast cancer survivor? So we need to form the PICOT first. So our population will be a breast cancer patients. So what kind of intervention? Those intervention who are giving education or any information to the breast cancer patients regarding the lymphedema, and routine, what are the comparator and what is the control group, because this is the RCT, we are looking for the effect, so we need to get we will include only randomized control trial design. So we do have a comparative also that will receive a routine care or the usual care they are getting in the hospital. And our outcome will be the incidence of lymphedema and dash. What is dash? That is a disability in arms, shoulder and hands. And time. Study that reported the outcome after 3 months from the baseline. So I will only going to take that outcomes which have reported the data after 3 months from the interventions. And study design will be the randomized control trial, quasi experimental study. We will include it in this study. So again, I need to open the randomized controlled type study. So there from the study 6. So see, this is the study number 6. So from the statement, you can getting the answer to your research question. You can see that. So effect of lymphedema prevention program. So see, effect B, there is effect also, there is a lymphedema also is, there is a program is there, or there is the post-operative breast cancer patient. So lymphedema is basically the problem of the post-surgical patients after the removal of breast or the TMAC or the modified radical mastectomy. So design is the randomized control trial. So this study is answering my research question. First, again with the same, we will first add the author's name along with the publication, along with the years. So again, I will enter here. I will minimize my screen. Okay. So serial number, author, year. Next, what will be we have? We will have the country name. Same format we are following. Again is the design, oh sorry, duration of the study. Next, we will look for the design. Because this is a randomized trial, so we need to enter the intervention also. Because this is the randomized control trial, again we have to enter the comparator group also. Control group, what kind of intervention the control group has received. Next is the sample size. So I will write down N capital, that denotes the sample size. Again, so you can add the gender also here if they have reported. So gender will be in the male and females in the intervention group and in the control group also. So we have to make a 2 column. Gender for the control groups. So IG is matlab, IG means intervention group and CG means control group. So what else we need for that? We also need age. One thing we have missed here that is very important. I will insert two more column. So the total sample size, but how many samples are in the control group and small in the IG group and in the control group, because they have randomly divided the sample size into two groups. So we need to report that also. Next is the mean age. Mean age of IG group. Then we do have a SD age of IG group. Similarly, with we will have a mean age control group and SD age for control group. Next, my outcomes are incidence of lymphedema and dash. So incidence of lymphedema. Next my is the disability, or that the dash. So see, when you are reporting the outcome, if you have a two or three outcomes in a one study, or you want to report different outcomes, so you need to have a different sheet for that. So I will give the name dash. We cannot enter the outcomes in the same file, because when you do the analysis, when you put that when you directly transfer this sheet into the R software, so that will different outcome will have a different sheet. So the first we will enter the data in that manner only, so it will not create any problem. So I will add only here the author's name, not more information in that author, and the dash. What is dash? That is the dash mean score of IG, SD dash IG dash control group mean. Okay, so let's extract the data for the first study. So author name is Len. That is the, what is the author name? Yes, Shaibu. That is, I will enter here Shai. And here is the 2023. So this table will be the characteristics of your studies. So this will be your table number 2, I think, after your yes, here. So next is the country. We need to find out the country, in which country the study has taken. So I will go into the methodology sections. So see, so they have randomized control trial was conducted at Tertiary Public Hospital in Shaanxi Province, China. So I will get the country name, that is the China. So I will also get the randomized control trial design here. Yes, they have given the time duration also, or the study duration from March 2020 to November 2020. So how many months are there? So we have around 9 months. So we will enter in our Excel file. So country is the China. Duration is the 9 months. Design is the RCT. So I'm telling you, this is the table number 1 in your systematic review and in the meta-analysis. That is the characteristics of the included study. So now I have to see the.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, participant are asking that in this RCT, knowledge score did not come. Why? So can you explain about this for more understanding?
Sir, in which articles? Now we are talking about the some other topics.
Yes. So can you show that again both topics of that first study and this is a second study. The title you can show, so it will be I think more clear for
Okay. I think
participants.
they are confusing with the titles.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, oh, yes. Again, 1 minute, sir. So see, so we are basically working on the two statement. Our first statement is the knowledge of healthcare professional regarding the antimicrobial stewardship. So the previous third studies have explained about the knowledge. So that was our first statement. Now we are working on the second statement. That is the effect of the education program on the management of lymphedema among the breast cancer survivor. So this statement is not telling us any about the knowledge, and this is a different type of studies we are now taking. Clear? I hope I have made the participant clear.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I
Okay,
think I
so
hope
this
that
we are
yeah.
working on the two statement. First is the knowledge of the healthcare. Now we are working with the randomized control trial.
Yes, ma'am. Got participants
Yes.
got. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank.
Okay. So the let's again. I need to open the file. Again, I have to go into my studies. So this is the study. Okay. So we need to write down the intervention here also, because in RCT you have to give information regarding the intervention, what kind of intervention they have used. So see, they have mentioned the intervention and the usual care. So intervention mean your experimental group is getting some kind of intervention, and this is our control group. Control group is getting a usual care. So we can write down here a usual care in the control category. So the usual care the participant are getting in the control. So what about the intervention they are getting? Experimental group. So see, the researcher team conducting a best evidence regarding the strategies like no. What kind of intervention they are getting? I'm 48 was summarized. I need to look for that only, because we need only those things we can go directly to that only. We don't need so much details in the studies. ठीक है? So देखो यहाँ पे है. So see here, exercise regimen, skin protection, air travel, weight control, and physical therapy, and self monitoring and daily life precautions. So they are getting here. So this we need to enter in the intervention. So the participant in the intervention group are getting a exercise regimen, information regarding the exercise. They are getting what care they will need to do for the skin, because after a lymphedema, the skin is very prone for breakdown, very prone for infection. So we usually teach the patient how to protect the skin from different kind of injuries. Next, they have given intervention regarding the air traveling, because when the patient traveling in the airs, though the pressure will be increased, so the lymphedema can also be increased. So they can wear a compression garment to reduce the lymphedema. So weight control, they have given weight control. Again, they have given a physical therapy, self-monitoring, and daily life precaution. This all information we need to add in the intervention section. Okay. So next hour is the total number of sample size. So I have to go and find out the how many samples they have collected. So we need to find here only. See, I will So they have mentioned the design, but I need to have this. This is the inclusion and exclusion criteria of the study. So this is the power analysis. So what is the power analysis? Power analysis done to calculate the sample size in the study. So what according to the power analysis, so see that uh, so see mm, so PI was taken, that is a taken 30%. The final calculation yielding N1, N2 is 44. So 44 is a sample size, but after 20% loss to follow up after surgery, the total sample size is 106. So total participant size is 106, 53 in intervention group and 53 in the control group. Control group. So 100 and 106 in this study, but 108 participant completing the baseline survey. So this is also very important. What kind of samples we have to take? To the calculated sample size or the patient who have completed that survey. So I will going to take the participant who have completed the baseline survey. So the my N is 108 in this study and 56 in the control group and 52 in the intervention group. So see, finally 50 patient in the control group and 47 patient in intervention group have completed the studies. So they have taken only 108 participant and completing the baseline survey. So I will enter here only N is the 108 and a number in the 53 in the intervention. So I will take only 47 and 50 participant, 47 and 50. So the IG will have a 47. So intervention arm has a 47 size and control group has a 50. Okay. So next we need to find out the gender-wise distribution in the studies. So we need to go into the result section. So what type of instrument they have used. So this is the study characteristics. So 108 participants because 11 participants were lost to follow up. So whether they have given any information regarding the gender-wise distribution, I will see here only. No, they have not tell about gender-wise because you have to critically think about this point. So we have made one mistake here. So this is also very important. So these are the breast cancer patients. So breast cancer is only the problem of the woman. So very rare there is a problem in the male. So hence we need to delete that. So we have made this mistake. So we have to critically think. That is why we always make a pilot form before going into before extracting the data. So I will delete that columns. Next is the mean age in the intervention group along with standard deviation. So whether the study has given any mean age regarding the, yes. So intervention group mean age is this 49.58 and control group is the 51.02. So I will need to enter 49.58. SD is 11.03. So again, I'm telling you again and again. So you have to put 2 digit after the decimals. Always follow this format. In the control group, the mean age is 51.02 and standard deviation is 8.33. 8.33. Okay. This information we are getting from the study. So we are having a Author name, country, duration, randomized control trial. This is the intervention. This is the control group. Overall sample size is this. They have divided the sample size into two groups. So 47 in the intervention. So control group has a 50-50. Mean age of the participant is there. Now I have to look for the incidence of lymphedema. So what is the incidence of lymphedema? Incidence of lymphedema. So see, so yes, comparison of lymph functions, lymphedema incidence between two groups after the intervention. So in the study, in the PICOD, we have tell that we will only take those outcomes who have reported after 3 months. So I will going to take post test 2 only because they have reported after the 3 months. So the intervention group has a lymphedema. In 50 participants have a lymphedema in the intervention group, and in the control group, 52 participants having a lymphedema. So I will put this number in the Excel sheet. Okay. So incidence lymphedema in the intervention group. So intervention group has a 50. What about the control group? It is having a 52 CG. Okay. So next output is the dash. So that we have written dash here also. So we have to see the dash scoring, whether they have given any dash, that is a disability in arm, shoulder, and so I need to find out this. So next table is showing the comparison of hand grip strength. No, I don't need that. So this is a range of motion in the affected extremity. No, I don't need that. Yes. See, this table is telling us about the comparison of dash score between two group after the intervention. I need that only. So, so sometime you can find the tables they have written. Sometime you can find these kind of graphs. So in the graph, it is very difficult for us to extract the data. So online AI is available, online software are available yesterday, or I think Dr. Natasha has also told you that we can use a digitizer to convert these figures into the numbers. So we can also use that kind of technology. So see, because I am taking only the values for the post test 2, so I will take this number only. Okay. So dash in the intervention group. Mean dash score in the intervention is 11.65. And what is the SD? SD is 6.37. And control group we have 18.23 and SD is 6.27. So I will add here. Okay. So this information is answering my research questions. So I get the lymphedema incidence in the control as well as the in the intervention group. I also got the dash score in the interventional and the control group. Hence, this study has answered the research question as well as the objective of my study. So let's move to the second study. Take an example of the second study. I hope you are understanding the things. So again, this is the second study. First, I will maximize it. So my research question is effectiveness of program on the management of lymphedema among breast cancers patients. So see, there is effectiveness, there is lymphedema, there is a program, there is a breast cancer, and there is a randomized control trial. So author name is Wang Yuan, and the year of publication is 2025. So this is very latest article, that is a February 2025. So let's enter the data here along with me. So this is a study number 2. So the Wang is the name of the author, and year is the 2025. And what is the country? I need to find out in which country the study has been taken. I think it is the name is suggesting that China, but we have to look. We don't have to make our things. We have to critically appraise the articles before getting any information. Yes. Yes. So see, China. China is there. So I will enter China. Okay. Next is the duration. Whether they have done any, they have given any durations. See, December 2022 to June. So how many months? Around 7 months or 8, 7. So let's write 7 months. So design. So they are talking about the participant. So see, because in the slide we have discussed about the allocation process. So see, they have uses the computer generated random number. So what is computer generated random number? In which with the help of that numbers, we can divide the groups into two numbers. So randomly we are dividing the patients into the control and the experimental group. So next I want to see the design. So design is written in the top. You can also see that here also they have mentioned about the design. Yes, they have mentioned the randomized control trial design. So methods. Okay. So this is a double blinded study. So RCT is there. So I need to look for the next my column is the intervention. What kind of intervention the intervention group has received? I need to see that. Whether they have given any intervention description about the intervention. I need to see that. I will. Okay. Whether they have given anything. Sample size calculation. They have given the what instrument they have used to assess the outcomes. What about the. Yes, see, intervention procedures. Yes. So what intervention they have formed some research teams members are there, different type of members are there. Yes, see, they have given us some manual to the patients of how they can prevent the lymphedema. Also they have create one WeChat account in which education is given regarding the lymphedema, motivational sport, and behavior techniques. So we can put this in our interventions, like we can write down manual for managing lymphedema and and WeChat group, WeChat chat group. Anything else? Yes. So this is the okay. Next is the number. So see, follow up. How many times they have followed the patients? So technically they have every 2 weeks from 13 to 17 and every 4 week from 17 to 25, and last, so they have taken a patient and two times, that 13 to 17 weeks and after 17 to 24 weeks. So my question is three after the 3 months of the intervention. So I will take this number 17 to 24. So first we'll see the total number of participants they have taken. So in this study, data were finally collected from the 95 patients with breast cancers. All the subjects were female. Yes. So 95 number. How many patients are in the control group? How many in the intervention group? I also look in the things whether they have given. So they have given the percentage 53 and 62. So can we go to the, yes, see. Here they have given the detailed description about the demographic profile of the patients. So control group is 47 and intervention is a 48. So I will enter the number in the Excel sheet. So small n is in, so intervention group is 48 and control group is 47. Next, we need to end the mean age. So this is the age mean with standard deviations. So yes, this study has also reported the mean. So we can give the mean age in the intervention, that is the 52.90 and 8.1. So I will directly copy from here. Next is the control. Next, our next step is the incidence of lymphedema. So I need to find the incidence of lymphedema. Whether this study has reported the incidence of lymphedema, I need to look that also. See, incidence. Yes, let's find out the incidence of lymphedema in the present study. So this is the table 2 is showing the comparison of the total knowledge. So I don't need that. I need how much the lymphedema is there in the patient. I don't need the knowledge. No, this table is not telling anything. So this is telling about the knowledge. I don't need that also. I will leave it. Yes. Whether this studies is telling anything about upper limb dysfunction score. Upper limb dysfunction score. No. I want to have a incidence. Yes, here you can see that. Comparison of incidence of lymphedema between the two group of the patients. So because these patients have observed at 3 time baseline, E3 13 to 17 weeks and after that. So I will take the value from here only because my statement is after 3 months of the intervention. So see that they have divided the categories of lymphedema like no edema, mild edema, moderate edema, and severe edema. So if there is a mild edema, it means yes, the patient is having edema. No means the patient is don't having a lymphedema. So I will sum all these value. So intervention group C, first we'll see the intervention group. So in the intervention group, we have a 48 participant. Out of the 48 participant, one patient is having a mild edema. 0 participant is having a moderate edema. Similarly, severe edema is present in no patients. So only one patient in the intervention at 3 months is having a mild edema. So I will put number 1 in the IG group. Incidence. Okay, what about the control group? So you see the control group, 47 participant is in the control group, out of which 4 participant is having a mild edema, moderate edema is present in the 2 patients, and 0 participant in the control group is having a severe edema. So total number is the 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. So I will add 6 in the column. So 6 in the columns. So this is the incidence of lymphedema. So next is the dash. Whether they have given any information about the dash. This is the circumference. Circumference of the affected limbs. No, this is not my output. Whether yes. No, this is also not this is self lymphatic drainage. Any other things? No, I think we need to go up and see whether they have reported any dash. Limb dysfunction, upper limb dysfunction score of 2 groups, because we are taking this. Yes. Yes. This is the upper limb dysfunction because we are taking the disability in the arm, in the shoulder, or in the hand. Yes, this is telling about the dash. So we will take these values because, sorry, we will take this value. Na? Yes, E3s. Yes, this is the baseline. This is the after the baseline. Then this is from 13 to 17 weeks. So I will enter the numbers in the Excel file. So dash IG. So dash means score in the intervention group. So here first I will enter the intervention first. So intervention group is having a 18.61 and 6.31. So this is the standard deviation. This is the score in the control group. Yes. Okay. So till now we have entered the 2 studies to answer our research questions. So they have tell about the incidence of both of the studies have tell about the incidence of lymphedema as well as the dash scores. Dr. Ashok, can we do the another studies also, or we have to leave it for the participant?
Yes, ma'am. You have entered 2 studies. Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, we have a 4 studies till now. We
Okay.
have a
Yes, for proportion and mean and SD. Yes, ma'am.
yes, Vice.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. And
If the participant want to ask, if you want to add anything.
ma'am, yeah, one participant has one query that I think in proportion, okay, like in prevalence of lymphedema, there is some, I think there is a typo error or something like that in N and prevalence. So can you show that?
Sir, in this sheet only?
Yes, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Okay, typo error
So
could be.
here, yes, in study 1,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
here you can see here N in intervention group is 47
Yes, sir.
and control group is 50.
Yes, sir.
Then when you reported this incidence of
Yes.
lymphedema, please show incidence in out. How come it came as 50 and 52 when sample size is on 47 and only 50?
Okay.
So
It
it's
may be a
like
typo error.
yes. So I want
We,
to give thanks to that participant. Uh,
yes. So
yes.
see, this is very important. I told you
So
when you are
for
doing
this
the
we
data.
need at least two
Yes.
data extraction person. Okay. For this we need. So because
Yes. Yes.
it minimizes the error. So
So I think,
please, yes, can you?
yes, I think I have made one mistake here because 50, 47 in the intervention group, the participant is not 47, this is around 52.
Okay,
And 52 participant in the intervention group, out of 52, 50%, 50 participant has a lymphedema
ma'am,
after the
participant or 50% participant has?
So we are here taking the numbers only.
Yeah, can you show? Can you show, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please show this study. It's
We'll
a very good
again
thing.
we will see the study whether I am wrong
Yes.
or we have. I think this is study number 7. See, 1 minute. This is the no. This is Shaibi study. This is not the study. Thank you, Shabby. Yes. Let's see it together.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Let me see it. Because they have done the intention to treat analysis, sir. 52 in the intervention and 56. So we will put this number in the control group as well as in the
Okay, in
experimental group.
intervention. Oh,
So
good.
again,
Very
we have to see whether the investigator had performed the per protocol analysis or intention to treat. So they have performed the intention to treat analysis. So we need to put 52 in the intervention group and 56 in the control groups.
okay. Yes,
Yes,
please.
sir. Sir, I'm right.
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Yes.
Like, can you show prism
Yes.
the consort
Yes, sir.
diagram again?
So this is the consort, na study flow.
Yes,
So
yes.
they
Yeah,
have
okay.
took, they have enrolled 124 participant.
Hmm.
Because of the exclusion criteria, only 108 participant were left.
Yeah, ma'am.
So
It's
they
okay. Yeah, yeah.
yes,
52 and 56. Please enter
yes, yes,
52
yes,
and 56 first.
yes. Whenever we have done any data analysis, we have to check his own space. One
Yes.
time, two time, three times. Because when we are entering, because I'm entering side by side, there may be an error from my side also. So that is why two independent investigators should be there to enter the data. Okay. So
Mm,
next you will ask me about the incidents. Let's see that
yes.
incidents
Yes.
also.
Yes, ma'am.
So see, they have given the number 52 and 50 and 52. I have reported only.
Where?
Note the
Where?
percentage.
No, no, ma'am. No, no. I think
Which?
none of the
Sir, no,
percentage.
yes, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yes. So only
Yes.
2 and 4 you have to write
Two,
down.
yes, yes. Again,
Yes.
only 2 and 4.
You have to write
Yes.
down. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir. Thank
So
you for correcting me. This is the no.
yeah, thanks to that participant who
Participant, thank
corrected.
you very much. Okay, so we have to critically appraise the article. None, yes or no, because they have reported only number which are not having a lymphedema. Anyone else, sir, want to add or want to ask?
So, okay, ma'am, can you enter this in Excel sheet? You can correct these.
Hi, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, please correct this. So I think almost all like query I have given answers side by side. So if any like participant want to ask anything, they can type here. I can ask directly to madam. Yes, lovely session, vigilant participant. Yes, yes, yes.
2 and 4 is the number.
Thorough and critical appraisal of the article is very important. It's a good learning. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, critical appraisal is very important to do
Ma'am,
the
intention to treat analysis means, ma'am?
So we have two type of analysis: per protocol analysis and intention to treat.
Ma'am,
So what?
from that article, from that consort, you please explain that. I think it is written everything over there. I have seen just.
Mhm. So
Yes.
see, after the assess for eligibility, only 108 participant, total 108 party was randomized. 52 in the control group, oh sorry, 52 in the experimental group and 56 in the control group. And after a follow-up, 5 participants lost in the intervention group and 6 participants lost in the control group. So out of 5, we are left with 47, sir.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
after 6, we are left with the number 50. So,
50.
but
Yes.
they have made the analysis of 52 participant and 56 participant. That is, instead of if there is, because 5 patients are lost to follow up. So they have also included those patients in the analysis.
Yes, ma'am.
I hope.
Hmm.
Okay. So how they have included? Because they have taken they have carry forward the values of the last follow up. Sir,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm telling it right.
Yes, ma'am.
So
So
this
it's
is the
called
method to do
intention
the.
to treat. Yeah, intention
Yes,
to
yes.
treat analysis. So if it was per protocol, so we
Yes,
have to
if
include only 47
47
and 50.
and 50.
We have to left with the loss to follow
Just
up.
to
Okay.
follow up.
Yes, ma'am.
Any
Yes,
other question?
obviously, intention to treat is considered most robust because it increases power of the study and yes, and less bias over there.
So one participant.
Ryan can't be used for data extraction. Like I never used a paid version of that AI, but I
Hmm.
think I can say that it may be Ryan can use for data extraction. But I have used a nested knowledge and easy SLR. You can do data extraction over there. Okay. So if ma'am, there are a lot of you can see in the chat box for great session and appreciation for you. And
Thank you very much, participant. Because what I have learned, I haven't learned only from the Ashok sir. Under the supervision of Dr. Ashok, I have learned the systematic review and meta-analysis with the help of Ashok sir. We have done a number of systematic review. So I'm just sharing my knowledge with you.
yeah, you did great job, ma'am. You explained very well.
Thank you, sir. Thanks to you, sir.
So, participant, I'll share you. I think one participant asked for complete data extraction Excel sheet. So I'll share you these Excel sheet to you. I think today or tomorrow morning, and on these Excel sheets we will do meta-analysis. Okay,
Yes.
so you
Yes.
have to create one folder on your desktop, and name it as SRMA. Okay, name it as SRMA and put these files which I will share into that SRMA. We will make this folder is like a set working directory for this folder, and then we will perform meta analysis. We will create forest plot, we will create funnel plot, and we will do meta regression, subgroup analysis. We will do, no issue. So there are a lot of questions today about how to handle if a duration of treatment is different, then how to handle. So we can do subgroup analysis on for this. So ma'am, you can see, sir, could you explain how to form Pico RQ in short? Once again, I have missed that information. Okay, ma'am, right now we have time, so you can share that slide, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Picot.
Yes, it's Dr. Akanksha Nagar. So I think you should show.
Yes, sir. Of course, I'll show it. So this is the statement we have made. So see,
Sir? Yes, ma'am.
so this is the statement that the effect of education program on the management of lymphedema among breast cancer survivors, a systematic review and meta-analysis. So we have to make our P code according to our statement. So P is mean population. So what kind of patients we are going to included in our study. So in the statement, you can see we have a breast cancer patients or survivor. I have put breast cancer patients or survivor. So what type I is for intervention? What kind of intervention the patient is getting? So here in the statement, patient is getting a educational or informational programs. Next is the routine. Sorry, that next is the control or the comparative. So I will take only those participants who are having who have received routine or usual care in the studies. And what are the outcome? So outcome is the lymphedema. How we will measure the lymphedema is also very important. Sometimes we measure with the help of arm circumference. Sometimes we measure with the help of volumes. So next, that is the incidence of lymphedema. We need to write it here what kind of the diagnostic evaluation we are using or diagnostic criteria we are taking to measuring that outcome. And I also take a dash that is a disability in arm, shoulder, and hand. So this outcome will be for the lymphedema. Next is the time period is also very important. When we are making any PICOD, we have to mention the time period. So I will going to take those study that have reported the outcome after the 3 months from the
Excuse me,
baselines.
ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, one participant asked here, why you took only 3 months? Why don't you took like 1 month, 6 month,
Yes.
12 a month? I thought that you are more expert in this, so you will give better answer. Yes,
So
ma'am.
first, so this is my research questions. ठीक है? I want to report that outcome which is come after 3 months. Usually, after the breast cancer surgery, the patients develop the lymphedema if they have a TMAC, that is a total mastectomy with axillary clearance. So they will develop after 3 months or even after 6 months. But usually they are developing after 3 months. So I only want to report that data after the 3 months. You
Okay,
can
if
also report at you can
okay,
also report that
yes,
3 months, 6 months, or 1 year as you want. You
yes,
can
yes,
give
yes.
it a time point also. I just, for the sake of time, we have just only given a one numbers. So study design is also very important. What kind of study you want to include? So because this is the interventional study, so I have only adopted for the randomized control trial or the quasi experimental study. And what is the quasi experimental study? Quasi experimental studies are the those study in which there is one, because in the RCT three things are there: control group, randomization, and the intervention. So if there is any one is missing from that, that will be the quasi experimental study. So I have taken that studies also in the analysis. So this is the EPICOT in the systematic review
Thank
and
you very much. Thank you,
meta-analysis.
ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, so in summary, I want to conclude that think critically while you are extracting the data, design and pilot before proceeding for the whole data extraction. Just design or made a pilot form in which you can add one or two studies so that you can see any loopholes in the form and minimize errors and bias. So with the always try to have a two investigator with use so that they can extract the data independently so that they resolve the dispute. So at the last, I will try to quote here: you can have a data without information, but you cannot have information about data. So that is given by Daniel Case Morans. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for your kind cooperation. Thank you, the participant, and thank you, Dr. Ashok.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for this confidence, and you have explained very well. And again, I want to give thanks to all participants uh, for this session, to attend this session. So still, if anyone have any question, you can post. Otherwise, we will post MCQs for this session.
Yes, we will also share the study with you, what we have included. So you can
Yes, you
also,
can. You can also like Excel sheet and those studies. You can also try to like fill data. Okay, extract
so
data from that. You can practice.
you can practice.
Okay,
The
yes,
more you
yes.
practice,
Within 2 minutes, we will post MCQs. Within 2 minutes.
so
Or we
okay,
can
sir.
post. I think, ma'am, we can post here. No, there is no problem. We can post. So I request, ma'am, anything you want to add?
Yeah, no, no, sir. I just want to thank. I will take your leave now. S-
Yes, ma'am.
No, no, sir. I just want to thank you.
Okay.
Thanks to the participant. Thanks to the organizer. Thanks to the
So I
Dr.
request,
Ashok.
yeah, technical team. I request technical team. Please post the today's MCQs. Oh, thank you, Dr. Ratan. Thank you. So this is a test link. Please attempt these MCQs, and yes, only 3 minutes you have given.